Southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Chargers. Whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now there's 2 sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game.
I didn't see him.
But you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing coming out of the speaker.
Ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Crowd right. 12. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs going to try the middle. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, O'Connell. He finds his man, complete. It puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start. and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Herbert going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game, I don't know that anyone throws a prettier pass. Every time he throws the football, I just want to slow it down and have it be a highlight type of a throw. And oftentimes it is, just as we saw there.
And the Raiders have got him. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Run! Go, hey, go, go, go. Set.
Here's Herbert. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Herbert now. Buying time to his left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert dancing to his left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now O'Connell. And job one here, Charles. Just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
While 3 completions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Forced out to his left. It's Myers again with another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Back to throw. O'Connell being chased out left. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now O'Connell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Steps away to his left.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions.
Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 35 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They get themselves reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it. O'Connell work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. O'Connell's throwing for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's got
I don't know.
And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one?
Why'd the ball go bouncing so
I was
high?
thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. Room here to run. Now inside the 25. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 70 yards, and they're able to add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. To throw here, O'Connell. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and 13. Now it's O'Connell. Buying time to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Down the sideline he goes. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And nothing but daylight ahead. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive?
And now here is another Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 28. On the handoff, this is Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Got a man, it's Mayer.
Yikes.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And O'Connell now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry. 3rd and long, O'Connell now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
12.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a toss right side with White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. O'Connell dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's O'Connell. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Down the right sideline, Austin Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. O'Connell to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, O'Connell. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Here's Jacobs. 109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing, O'Connell. The slant connects with Davante Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, 28 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Herbert out to his left. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll try the air now with Herbert being chased out left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, his 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They go with Jacobs. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now it's Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Try to take this home, they'll run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
They're going to pass here with Herbert, buying time to his left. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
O'Connell here on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possible.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the left. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone.
Yep.
He's got a Super Bowl touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.